So when you first open up the Harris County Flood Warning System website, here's the view that you see. The border that you see here, I'm moving the mouse pointer around, cursor, whatever you want to call it. That border is Harris County's border. There are still some readings outside of Harris County that you get to see, but the bulk of them are in Harris County. You can zoom in using these buttons if you like. Left clicking on them will zoom it in a bit. But I prefer to use my mouse roller because it gives me the single-handed operation. And as you move in, you'll see these rain gauges and water marker gauges or measurement locations getting further between. I live up here north of 290 and west of 45, between Beltway 8 and 610. And as I zoom in over here, the neighborhood I live in is right over here, right along White Oak Bayou. So I'm concerned with the water level here and the water level here. So what you do, determine the current, well, first of all, I'll tell you, this reading right here is 2.80 inches of rain in the last 24 hours. It defaults to 24 hours. If you're looking on the left side of your screen, you'll see you can left click on this drop down menu and you can choose to see how much rain fell in any of these other parameters. So you can say 12 hours, refresh data, and you'll see that in the last 12 hours, when it refreshes, we had 2.40 inches of rain, 2.60 inches of rain. And the other thing you can do is when you see the more information link just to the right of the thing, when I hover the mouse over the inch reading, there's the more information link. When you click that, that's where it'll take you to a new page that will show you the rainfall amounts by time. And that's adjustable too. You can look down here and see a table. Now up here at the left, if you click on stream elevation, that's the cool thing because you get to see the channel, bottom of channel, top of bank, the graph that shows the rain over the last period that you selected. And as of 9:57 Saturday morning, we are at, if I mouse over here, it'll show water level is 12.16 feet below the top of the bank. So before those 12 feet of water get added, there's going to have to be quite a bit of rainfall. Pretty comfortable with that reading right now. You can move up here to this drop down menu if you want to move like up or down and see other places. Alabonson's the next place downstream from me, so I'll left click on that. That channel's a bit fuller, it looks like, 7.63 feet below the top of the bank. Here's your graphical representation. And then you just close this window and it brings you back to the main map. And you can just move around and it gives you quite a bit of information. Let's scroll downtown and see how things look down there right now. Takes a moment to refresh, but here's a gauge downtown at Buffalo, Bayou, and Milam Street. And if I click on more information, get that graphic, look at that rainfall overnight, and there's your stream elevation. Right now we hover over and see that water is 9.29 feet below the top of the bank. Looks to be graphically about 3/4 full, and you know, there's your graphic representation. These are things to really watch. If you don't want to physically go out there and look at the bayou, you can check on it by the website, and it's pretty handy. I like the tool. Of course, you can also get your inches of rain. There's several other websites that are really handy for all this, but this one is the one to get familiar with for those current readings and amounts of rain if you're curious.